Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the Agent series. We got a shorter episode than usual because we're actually finishing Chapter 2 in this episode. So I figured I may as well just make that distinct cut like I usually do. That way you guys know this is Chapter 2, the next episode is obviously Chapter 3, and there's no crossover there.
Minor damage to left tertiary servo motor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
It turns out our leader needed reinforcements.
Has unexpected opposition been encountered?
Comms have been spotty since we got inside, but I didn't hear anything.
How convenient. People die easier when they don't know you're coming.
No! Damn it, not now! We'll go!
So if you'll remember correctly, in the previous episode I mentioned the different things that my character had to do. The first was obviously break free of the programming in his head. He managed to do that good, so now we're working as ourselves again. That's always nice. The second thing was to take down the Shadow Arsenal, and that's what we're working on, but the last thing was to take down all the SIS agents. So that was obviously one of the objectives, and killing them was obviously what I wanted to do. Now we just have Arden Koth to take care of, and Hunter, and maybe one or two other people if they're even here. I don't think they are, but making sure that he didn't know we were coming was a priority. So instead of just shooting first like he could have done, he got some information.
Blasted machine.
Locking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
Your keyword won't work anymore.
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it anyway. An Imperial intelligence defector, just when I needed one. I couldn't risk it being a lie.
We could have worked together. You never even gave me a chance.
Wouldn't then, can't now. You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Arden Koth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi-knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
I thought I saw it in you. You never did much to hide it.
No. Call it my secret pride.
It's not really a huge surprise that he's a Jedi. I mean, it was pretty obvious from the get-go. However, you gotta understand, he said he couldn't live with the Jedi code, so either he broke some rule or he just didn't like what the Jedi did, which is kind of strange because if you think about it, Rorschach is the same way, which is my Jedi-knight. He's not really happy with how the Jedi perform and how they work. He likes being a Jedi, but he doesn't like how the Jedi work. And my agent automatically has a disdain for people like that, especially Jedi who were kind of dark-sided.
You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
You're going to die knowing the Republic will fall.
There is no death. There is the Force.
He's not getting back up. I think we just saved the Empire.
Arden Koth may be dead, but we can't leave the Shadow Arsenal in place.
I can see if I can contact Crash Command, if you like.
Cypher. Imperial again, huh?
And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
Arden Koth was your commanding officer. What do you mean, finished with him?
Big changes are coming. Imperial Intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
What's this about? Whose side are you on?
I'm on the winning side. Goodbye, Cypher. When the bombs rain down, the Shadow Arsenal will make a spectacular crater.
So obviously Hunter has something going on there that wasn't a part of the original plan. He was working as a freelance agent, it seems, and Arden Koth was just his temporary boss, and he kind of has his own plans going on. It's kind of strange, but I think we're going to have to end up dealing with him because he knows about me, which is not good. I mean, I'm an agent, I gotta be unknown. And he also knows that I've broken free of the programming and that I'm back on the Empire, that this whole thing was the double agent. So, just to recap, I've now completed the mission that I had, which is to take down Arden Koth, and the Shadow Arsenal is obviously being bombed to death here, so that's destroyed. Not only that, but I took out most of the SIS agents. I obviously missed Hunter, couldn't get him. We'll deal with him in due time, but now I get to finally go back to the Empire and be like, I'm back, finally, done with this double agent stuff. And then I kind of get freed up in that a bit. I mean, my character doesn't have to worry about Ensign Temple ruining everything now, and he doesn't have to keep such a close eye on her. I mean, he does in the case of her being a Force user and the Sith getting to her, but I don't think that'll happen. He's pretty protective when it comes to that kind of thing, but overall, it seems like we did a pretty good job completing our mission, but I guess we'll see how Keeper and the rest of Intelligence feels about how we did.
This is Keeper to Cypher 9. Emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a Level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
This is Cypher 9. No permanent damage. I can't say the same for our enemies. Arden Koth and his weapon, the Shadow Arsenal, are no longer a threat.
Cypher, what have you been through? Updating the Minister now. Pulling 2 sections off alert, giving approval to the Moffs to accelerate our timetable. Tell me the rest later. You changed the war, and everything's going to be different.
The war's only going to get worse. And something odd is going on. There are other forces involved.
Then we'll figure it out soon enough. Take a day or two. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.
Ah, the end is so good. Just a reminder that there's no Trellis of the Eidolon today because this is the end of Chapter 2, and I've got a lot of big things I'm working on, but we'll talk about that in the next episode.